Have you ever wondered where people work best? Is it better to work in an office with your colleagues? Or at home in your pajamas with a cup of coffee? Many people today work from home. Others go to the office every day. But which one is actually better? Today, you are going to listen to a real conversation in clear and easy English about work, offices, and working from home. You will learn new vocabulary, natural expressions, and real conversations that English speakers use every day at work. So get comfortable, listen carefully, and see how much English you can understand. Part 1. Hello and welcome back to the Speak Easy English. In this podcast, we have real conversations in easy English to help you improve your listening skills and understand natural English better. I'm Neil, and today I'm here with Beth. If you want to learn English faster, listening to conversations like this is one of the best ways to improve. Today, we are talking about work and the office. Part 2. What is an office? Neil. Let's start with a simple question. What exactly is an office? Well, an office is a place where people go to work. Usually, an office has desks, computers, phones, and sometimes meeting rooms. People use these spaces to do their jobs, communicate with colleagues, and complete tasks. Yes, that's right. In many offices, people sit at desks, type on computers, send emails, and attend meetings. Right now, we are recording this podcast in a studio. But this studio is inside an office building. And after this recording, we will go back to the office to continue working. Exactly. Part 3. Do you work from home? So Neil, here's an interesting question. Do you work in the office every day? Or do you sometimes work from home? Well, actually, I do both. I usually work in the office 3 days a week. And the other 2 days, I work from home. Oh, that's interesting. My schedule is very similar. I also work in the office some days and from home on other days. When I work from home, I have a small space in my apartment that I use as a home office. A home office is simply a place in your house where you work. It might be a desk in a bedroom, a small office room, or even a table in the living room. Part 4. Do you like working in the office? So Neil, do you enjoy working in the office? Yes, I do. I think working in the office makes it easier to focus. When you're in an office environment, everyone around you is working. You see people typing, talking about projects, and having meetings. This creates a feeling that it is time to work. Yes, I agree. Being in an office can make it easier to stay productive. But I also enjoy working from home sometimes. Why? Because commuting can be very tiring. Part 5. The problem with commuting. In big cities like London, many people spend a lot of time commuting. Commuting means traveling between your home and your workplace. Some people travel by bus. Others take the train or subway. And some people drive their cars. But commuting every day can take a long time. Sometimes people spend 1 or even 2 hours traveling to work. And then another hour traveling back home. Yes, exactly. If you commute every day, it can make you very tired. That's one reason many people enjoy working from home. When you work from home, you don't need to travel. You can simply wake up, make a cup of coffee, and start working. Part 6. Why some people prefer the office. But Beth, you said earlier that you prefer working in the office. Why is that? Well, for me, the biggest reason is people. When I'm in the office, my colleagues are around me. We can talk, share ideas, and help each other. It feels more social. Yes, that's true. When you work from home, You can sometimes feel lonely. You might spend the whole day alone in your room. Exactly. At the office, you can have small conversations during the day. Maybe you talk to someone while making coffee, or you ask a colleague for help. These small interactions make the day more enjoyable. Part 7: Problems with working from home. Working from home sounds great, but it also has some problems. Yes. One big problem is distraction. When you are at home, many things can interrupt your work. For example, your phone, your television, your family members, your pets. Even simple things like doing laundry or cleaning the house can distract you. Yes, that's true. Another problem is the boundary between work and home. What do you mean by that? When you work in an office, your work stays at the office. When the day ends, you leave the office and go home. Your workday is finished. But when you work from home, your office and your home are the same place. So sometimes it feels like work never ends. Yes, exactly. You close your laptop after finishing work, but you're still sitting in the same room where you worked all day. Part 8: Office energy. There's another thing I like about offices. What's that? Energy. When you are in a busy office, there is a certain energy in the room. People are talking about projects. Phones are ringing. People are typing and discussing ideas. It feels active and productive. Yes, that energy can be motivating. At home, the environment is much quieter. Sometimes too quiet. Part 9: Working in other places. Neil, have you ever worked somewhere that was not an office? Yes, many times. Especially when I was a student. When people are students, they often have part-time jobs. These jobs are often in different environments. For example, restaurants, cafes, shops, factories, farms. Yes, I had a job like that too. Really? Yes. I once worked at a farm park. A farm park is a place where families and children can visit to see animals. There were many activities. Children could play with animals. There was a small cafe. There were play areas and even go-karts. So it was very different from an office. That sounds fun. Yes. It was very active and exciting. Every day was different. Part 10: Jobs in many places. Neil, what about you? Where have you worked before? Oh, many places. When I was younger, I worked in restaurants and bars. I also worked in factories. Factories are places where products are made using machines. I even worked on farms. Wow. You've tried many different jobs. Yes, I have. Working in different environments teaches you many skills. You learn how to work with different people. And you learn how different workplaces operate. Part 11: Vocabulary review. Let's review some important vocabulary from today's conversation. Office. An office is a workplace where people sit at desks and use computers to do their jobs. Many companies have large offices with many employees. Working remotely. Working remotely means working somewhere that is not the office. Often people work remotely from home. But it could also be from a cafe, a library, or even another country. Colleagues. Colleagues are the people you work with. Your colleagues may work on the same team or in the same company. Commuting. Commuting means traveling between your home and your workplace. For many people, commuting takes a lot of time each day. Part 12: Comparisons. Today we also used many comparative sentences. Comparatives help us compare two things. For example, working in the office is easier than working from home. Or, working from home is quieter than working in the office. Here are some examples. It's harder to concentrate at home. The office is louder. Working from home is more comfortable. The office can be more social. Part 13 Final thoughts. So, Beth, after our conversation, what do you think? Which is better? Working from home or working in the office? Well, I think both have advantages. Working from home is comfortable and convenient. But working in the office is more social and sometimes more productive. Yes, I agree. Maybe the best solution is a mix of both. Working in the office some days, and working from home on other days. Many companies today use this hybrid working style, and that seems to work well for many people. That's it for today's episode of Speakeasy English. We hope this conversation helped you practice your English listening skills and learn useful vocabulary about work and offices. Try listening again and see if you can understand even more the second time. And remember, the more English you listen to, the faster your English will improve. Thanks for listening. See you next time. Bye.